some reports will generate a large volume of data that might not be very readable. So there are some options for that Blue Cloud Analytics offers. One of which is what's called a page by report, and I'll display one of those now. What this is a report that lists all of a library's items. Now, that might be a very overwhelming list for most libraries because that can easily get into the thousands of rows, and that's not very readable. So, what I've done here is added a page by to this report, and this lets you page by any piece of data in the report that you're showing. So, this is an item report. Any piece of data for that item I can make a page by for. So what I've chosen here is the item type. So I have this selector here now that I can say, okay, now I want to see everything that's JFIC. And now this is only showing me the JFIC items. And then while this still is a very long report, at least it's organized a little bit differently. You can do this for any of your other reports that you might have. If you had patrons, for example, and you wanted to sort them by what community they live in, or what street or what city their address is, you have the ability to sort by anything you can think of with a page by that might make your report a little bit more readable. Now, when you export a page by report, it looks a little bit different because when you're exporting, you're going to be exporting to Excel. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select the option here to expand all page by fields, and then also place each page on a separate sheet. Now that's pretty self-explanatory what that's going to end up doing, but I will demonstrate it. So once the report opens in Excel, now in Excel you don't have a nice little drop down to select from, but what we do have are tabs down here across the bottom. So what this has done by picking that option that I picked when I went to go print it, or to export it I should say, is that it created a separate tab for each option that showed up in this drop down here. So each item in this drop down is now a tab in Excel. So the data is still all split up nicely. And I just pick each individual tab and I can see the data is the same for each one, the same as it was in the website.